Hello, hi. My name is Azreen Abd Hamid and I am from Intercultural Communication class, Miss Usha. So for assignment 2, I have been assigned to talk about Malaysian educational system, which is vernacular schools. So before I get started, what is vernacular schools? Vernacular schools are actually a language or dialect spoken by people in a particular country or region. So since Malaysia is a multi-racial country, since we have Malay, Chinese and Indian in one country, so Malaysia primary schools are divided into two categories, which is Malay Medium National School, which is Sekolah Kebangsaan, and non-Malay Medium National School, which is vernacular schools. So the difference between these two schools, these two primary schools, is that in Malay National School, everything is taught in Malay or English, but in vernacular schools, everything is taught in Chinese or Tamil. So there are like 1,200 Chinese primary schools in Malaysia and 523 Indian primary schools in Malaysia. About 95% Chinese children went to vernacular schools and 55% of Indian went to Indian schools. So after doing some research, the issue that I found is that more than 30% students from vernacular schools, they didn't pass the minimum level of proficiency in Bahasa Melayu. So why this happened? So I guess this thing happened because they are lack of practice at home or schools, because they in school, so they are just like in one race. So maybe it's hard for them to communicate in Bahasa Melayu because they don't have any like surroundings that people speak Malay every day or things like that. So that is what happened when you don't practice a language. So of course, it is easier for me to take a stand on this issue because I did a lot of research doing this particular topic, and I went to interviewed some of my friends who went to vernacular schools in Malaysia, and some of them gave me a lot of facts and experience about vernacular schools. So what does the community think about this particular issue? I guess some people might think that having a vernacular school in Malaysia is bad. People can have lack of unity and problem in communicating with other race. So I guess this is the bad things of having vernacular school in Malaysia. But in the other hand, there's always a good thing when we have a bad thing in some issue. So the good thing is that you can preserve your own language and culture when you're studying in a school that taught you everything in your own language. So I guess that is the good thing of having vernacular school in Malaysia. So this is what community thinks about this particular issue. I hope Bahasa Melayu and Bahasa Inggeris will be taken seriously in vernacular schools after this, so that in the future they can produce new generations who can speak fluent in both of these languages, which is Bahasa Melayu and Bahasa Inggeris. Thank you. Bye bye.